Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. You can always count on Blake Shelton for a good laugh, even if he's just trying to be kind and generous to Carson Daly's kids. Once upon a time, the voice coach alum and country music star had a stuffed raccoon that sat inside his Oklahoma ranch until the Daly co-anchor's daughter quickly became very attached to it. Watch season 28 of The Voice on Monday, September 22 at 8/7 on NBC and Peacock. Now Daly, who shares 4 children with his wife Siri, is the proud owner of Shelton's taxidermied raccoon that scares the crap out of everybody. Back in November 2023, Shelton revealed on Jimmy Kimmel Live that he gifted Daly's daughter a stuffed raccoon because she fell in love with it while Daly and his family came to visit his ranch. Carson was at the house in London. His middle daughter just fell in love with this thing. "It's like, what is wrong with your kid?" Shelton joked, adding that London was holding and petting the stuffed raccoon. "It was like a week they came and stayed with us. By the time they were gonna leave, I was like, she's gotta take this thing. Like it's gonna break her heart." They were dressing it, putting clothes on it. Ever the jokester with his friends on The Voice, Shelton took a hilarious jab at his longtime pal. He's been able to get away with never having to buy his kids a pet. He's like, "Oh my god, man, they're like so into this taxidermied raccoon," Shelton quipped, adding that it was actually his cousin who taxidermied that raccoon over 30 years or something. Real ATD. Blake Shelton joked he'd sing this Risque Kiss song to audition on The Voice. Daly later confirmed on TODA that Shelton's stuffed raccoon now lives at their home. "His name is Raccoony," Daly told his TODA co-anchors in November 2023. "It's in our house now, scares the crap out of everybody." Daly also reminded viewers that Shelton had a pet raccoon named Seagram when he was a kid in Ada, Oklahoma, which of course led others to wonder about Raccoony's origin. So Blake's dead raccoon gets stuffed, London falls in love with it, and Blake gives it to you? Craig Melvin asked Daly. "It wasn't actually his pet raccoon, I guess," Daly confirmed. "But nonetheless, Blake gave us a stuffed raccoon that's still in our house today." As for why London has such a soft spot for raccoons, she's scared of dogs, Daly explained. So she gravitates towards raccoons. Carson Daly and Blake Shelton have been friends for years. Daly and Shelton's friendship goes way back. Not only did they work on The Voice together for years, Daly officiated Shelton and Gwen Stefani's 2021 wedding. Shelton has dressed up as the Easter Bunny for Daly's kids, and the buddies also went on to host their own show, Barmageddon, and have continued to poke fun at each other whenever they can. Like when Daly surprised Shelton with calamari at 8 a.m. on TODA, because the country star cannot do anything without it. Or when Shelton joked that Daly is a grumpy old man. Daly admitted he was bummed when Shelton left The Voice after season 23, but their friendship has remained strong as ever. So much so that Shelton couldn't resist trashing Daly's TODA dressing room with solo cups during a May 2025 visit. "Never change, you two, never change." Blake Shelton has never been shy about showing his quirky sense of humor, both on and off the stage, and this week, the country superstar proved once again that he is the kind of friend who knows how to leave a lasting impression even in the most unexpected ways. The story that has been making its way around the entertainment world is not about a new hit single or a surprise performance on The Voice, but about a stuffed raccoon and the heartfelt thought behind it. It all began when Carson Daly, longtime host of The Voice and a close friend of Blake, mentioned in passing that his young daughter had developed a fascination with raccoons, not in the usual fleeting way children take to cute animals, but in a way that had become a small obsession for her. She loved stuffed animals, but particularly adored woodland creatures, and Carson had shared a few funny anecdotes on air about how she pretended to befriend raccoons during family camping trips. This tiny piece of personal trivia stuck in Blake's mind far longer than Carson could have anticipated. Blake Shelton is no stranger to giving offbeat gifts to friends, family, and even fans. Over the years, he has been known for handing out unique mementos that carry personal meaning and inside jokes rather than opting for generic presents. This time was no different. After hearing about Carson's daughter's raccoon fascination, Blake quietly set out to find something that would not only surprise her, but also leave Carson amused and perhaps even a little speechless. Instead of going to a toy store and picking up a standard plush animal, he hunted for something that would stand out. Eventually, he came across a handcrafted stuffed raccoon made by a small artisan shop known for its lifelike and whimsical animal designs. The piece was soft-detailed and undeniably charming, and it immediately struck Blake as the perfect gift. When Blake finally presented the gift, it was in typical Shelton style. He waited until a casual moment, when the cameras were rolling behind the scenes of The Voice, and walked over to Carson, holding the stuffed raccoon, with a grin that told everyone he was up to something. Carson, at first, looked puzzled. But when Blake explained the backstory, Carson's face lit up with laughter. He later recounted that his daughter's reaction was pure joy. She had been carrying the stuffed raccoon everywhere, sleeping with it, and even bringing it along in the car to run errands with the family. For Carson, it was not just the gift itself, but the thoughtfulness behind it that struck a chord. The gesture reminded him of the strong bond he and Blake have built over the years, working side by side on The Voice seasons, sharing personal moments, and trading endless jokes. Fans of the show quickly caught wind of the story, and social media lit up with reactions. Viewers are used to seeing Blake's humorous banter and occasional prankster side on television, but this was a different kind of moment, one that showcased his softer, more thoughtful nature. Comment sections filled with remarks about how adorable the gesture was and how it highlighted the genuine friendships formed among the cast and crew of the long-running singing competition. Many pointed out that such interactions are part of what keeps The Voice feeling authentic. Even after so many seasons, the camaraderie between coaches and host often spills over into real life, and stories like this help reinforce the idea that their on-screen chemistry is rooted in genuine affection. Blake himself brushed off any notion that the gift was a big deal, insisting that he simply wanted to do something nice for Carson's daughter. When asked about it in a recent interview, he quipped that he knew it was either going to be the cutest thing she had ever seen, or the start of her demanding a pet raccoon in the backyard. Either way, he figured Carson would be stuck dealing with it. His self-deprecating humor only added to the charm of the tale, and solidified why fans love his approachable personality. It is moments like these that show there is more to Blake Shelton than chart-topping hits and television appearances. There is a real person who notices the little things that matter to others and acts on them without expecting anything in return. For Carson Daly, the stuffed raccoon has already become a cherished part of his family's home. He has shared that his daughter has given it a name and treats it like a constant companion. The story has also sparked conversations about the unique ways friendships can be expressed in Hollywood, where grand gestures often steal the spotlight, but small thoughtful acts like this carry far more emotional weight. Carson even hinted that he might need to come up with a clever return gift for Blake, something equally personal, and perhaps just as unexpected. Knowing their playful rapport, it would not be surprising if this raccoon gift sets off a friendly back and forth of unusual presents between the two. Behind the laughter and the viral nature of the tale lies a reminder about the bonds that form in high-pressure environments like television production. The Voice is not just about contestants chasing their musical dreams, it is also about the relationships that develop among the people who make the show happen. Blake and Carson have spent countless hours together over the years, from live tapings to rehearsals to backstage downtime. That time has allowed them to build a level of trust and comfort that makes moments like these feel natural rather than staged. And when those moments are shared with the public, they become part of the larger story of the show itself, giving fans even more reason to stay invested. Industry insiders have noted that such stories also help humanize celebrities in the eyes of their audiences. While fans admire talent and success, they connect more deeply with authentic acts of kindness and humor. A stuffed raccoon may seem like a small thing in the grand scheme of a celebrity's life, but it is precisely that simplicity that makes it stand out. It is not a headline about wealth or fame, it is a headline about friendship, empathy, and shared laughter qualities that are universally relatable. As for the stuffed raccoon itself, it has now taken on a bit of fame of its own. Carson's daughter has been spotted with it in several candid family snapshots, and fans have even started asking where they can get one just like it. The artisan shop that made the raccoon has reportedly seen an uptick in inquiries since the story broke, which goes to show how far-reaching even a small act can be when it captures the public's imagination. Blake Shelton may not have planned for his gift to become a talking point beyond Carson's family, but that is often the way with moments rooted in sincerity. They tend to resonate in unexpected ways. Perhaps that is why this story feels so refreshing in an entertainment landscape often dominated by drama and controversy. It is a reminder that joy can be found in the smallest gestures, and that even the most famous among us can still take the time to brighten a child's day with a thoughtful surprise. In the coming weeks, The Voice will continue its regular run with Blake Carson and the rest of the team, but fans will no doubt be watching for more lighthearted moments between the host and the country star. Stories like the raccoon gift add another layer of warmth to the show, reminding audiences that behind the polished performances and competitive edge, there is genuine friendship on display. Whether or not Carson manages to outdo Blake with his return gift remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: the raccoon has already secured its place as one of the sweetest behind-the-scenes tales in the history of the show. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe to our American Idol YouTube channel for more updated news.